Shri Gurubhyo Namah Hari Om. So yesterday I was talking about this discussion regarding Theetu, Sutak, the inauspicious period. It is different in different situations. Like there is a regular inauspicious period and there is irregular inauspicious period, occasional inauspicious period. Like in the case of Grahana, eclipse, we'll come to that later in a different discussion. So during that period, Grahana, during the Grahana period, during the eclipse period, that is inauspicious. It's accepted to be inauspicious. Let us discuss the regular inauspicious period. See, the regular inauspicious period is if you don't take bath, that is inauspicious. Only after taking bath you can go to temple or do any auspicious things. Now, even if you take bath, if you are going to wear the old clothes, the unwashed clothes, then that is again inauspicious. That's not pure. Inauspicious or pure, impurity, let us accept like that. And even if it is washed, that washed cloth, if somebody touches that, one who has not taken bath, etc., one who is impure, if he touches that, then that again becomes impure and therefore you also become impure by wearing it. Meaning, see, the cloth in the olden days they used to hang it in the upper level of the house, like where people cannot easily touch it. Okay, so close to the roof they'll put a line for hanging these clothes where it will not be easily approachable. So they used to have a stick kind of to remove it or put it. Only that person who has taken bath and who is to wear that dress will you pick up the stick and remove the dress. Okay, so that is the kind of purity which we had in earlier days. Now, after wearing it, this is before wearing it. After wearing it, if somebody touches you or the cloth, then again it becomes inauspicious, impure. So, these kind of things, such a rigid, practice, people try to give scientific twist to it, scientific reasoning to it. I don't accept that. Like social distancing. Now we are used to this corona social distancing. So social distancing, this is a beautiful way. Okay. No, the Brahmins used to stay inside and do all the karmas. Therefore, their immunity levels are very low. All these stupid ideas, there is no need for that. Simple. This is the way of life. This is a kind of meditation. People forget this because they don't understand, they don't know this kind of lifestyle. Therefore, they go to Zen Buddhism, walking meditation, talking meditation, all this stupidity. Whether he goes in front, that becomes a meditation. Whether something goes from his back, that also becomes meditation. It's all stupidity. Here we have every part of life is to be done very carefully, consciously. This itself is meditation. Okay. So again, coming back to this topic of discussion, Theetu, Sutaka. In Tamil we call it Theetu, and in Hindi it's called a Sutak. Okay. In English, impure period or inauspicious period. So for ladies generally, the unmarried ladies, during the menstruation period, we count 5 days as inauspicious, impure. And for the married ones, it is only for 3 days. During this impure period, right from bath, etc., you cannot go to temple and do any spiritual activities, religious activities, not spiritual, religious activities. That is the point. Okay. Now, so like the menstruation period, the birth of a child is also inauspicious. Though birth of a child is very auspicious, very pure, but that period is counted as inauspicious period. So during that period, one should not visit temples, etc. Okay, for 11 days. For birth of a child, it is 11 days. After 11th day, they do some punya vachana, etc. and namakarana, etc. karmas, and then they claims of the impurity. For death, it depends upon whose side the relative is. If it's the mother side, let us put it as the wife's side. The wife's side, the father, like if it is the brother of the wife or the sister of the wife, it depends upon that. If it is a brother, meaning it is the same gotra as the it's the same gotra as the wife. Therefore, there is little more of the sutak. If it is the sister side, if she is married, again she belongs to a different gotra. Therefore, the sutak is a little less. Like that, we have different clauses there. So the maximum is 3 days to minimum 1 day. Okay, and for brahmacharis there is no sutak. For brahmacharis there is no sutak. Only for the married, for the wife, 3 days to 1 day sutak. When there is a the relative should be close, then it is 3 days. If it is farther, it is distant relative, then it is 1 day. For some people, it's only snana prapti. Just take bath, that sutak will be washed off. The impurity is washed off. Like again, if it is a lady who died, then again, if she is married or not, that depends. The time period also depends on that. And if it's a boy, then is he installed with this sacred thread? That also depends. Okay, so the maximum is 3 days and the minimum is 1 day. So this wife's sutak is not in any which way affecting the husband. For husband, there is no sutak. For husband, if it is the close relative of the wife, like the mother-in-law, father-in-law, etc., then he has sutak. Okay, so if it is the husband's side, his brother, his sister, whatever it is, the sutak again is also for the wife. Again, here also, from 3 days maximum to the minimum 1 day period, we have different kinds of sutaks. Okay, but if there is someone in close relationship, parents or someone who died, then the sutak is for 13-day period. Okay, 13 days period. And after the 13th day, we do this shanti kriya, etc. Shubhashvi karana, etc. Shubhashvi, they say. So then after that, that impurity is washed off, and then you can go to the temple. You have to go to the temple on that day. And for the next 1 year, you can go and visit the temple. You should not perform any archana, puja, etc. And you should not go to temples which are in the mountains. These are some rules which they place. So this is the general idea of Suta. Hari Om.